believe we can officially say it first of all. You are the manager of Corby Town, and this afternoon a tremendous home win in front of your home fans. Coming from behind, it doesn't get much sweeter than that, really. And
a very good home support today of 360, over 360 today, which is absolutely fantastic. You know, where we're at within the season, and whether we're playing for anything or not, and they've turned out, and I tell you, it was a good noise throughout the whole game. It was a good atmosphere out there today. I'm absolutely delighted that that we've got so many people that are wanting to come and be very interested in what Corby Town are doing, and then we put on a good performance for them there. You know, and it maybe wasn't the kind of good performance where we've went and won the game comfortably 3-4-0 and we've scored great goals, but it's a performance of heart and desire and courage. And you know that you look at the different players on the pitch there with young Dan's done excellent in goal, I think, today for you know, again getting thrown in at the deep end. And then you've got another few young boys. Zach Allen makes his home debut from the start, and I thought he looked really good. I thought he looked as if he was comfortable in that position, and he was linking play, and he had a couple of chances where he could have got his goal. Yeah, overall, with everything that you ask for from a manager, with the heart and the desire, I thought it was there today. And then to top it off, Jake Bells gets a couple of goals for us to win us the game. Disappointment, I'm guessing, early doors, that goal going in on 10 minutes, but it could have been a completely different game if the goal hadn't have actually stood. As much as the fact that it could have been a penalty if the play hadn't continued and they scored, therefore you could have actually lost the keeper. Yeah, I mean, well, it's the new rule, isn't it? With it would have been a booking. It would have got booked. But it was mistakes from the goal, and that's the bit that's disappointing me at the minute is the mistakes that we're making. You know, we lose the ball in the final third, and then within 15 seconds the ball's in the back of our net because we don't quite clear it at the first attempt, the second attempt, and then we go diving into things in the third attempt, and it's not. You know, we do have young players who have to learn that, but they need to learn it quickly because we're making too many errors, and that's the only part of the game that I'm disappointed with today, is the amount of kind of self-destruct buttons that we hit at points where we're giving the ball away in silly positions, or we're not clearing it when we should be clearing it, and looking for that pass when we shouldn't be. So there is a small part of the game that, yes, we do have to really improve on, but as a 90 minutes, especially playing less than 48 hours ago, away from home, up in Nottingham, a couple hours away, the boys have gave us absolutely everything today, and a team that's chasing the playoffs, I think we've turned over very well today. If we look back to where we were a week ago, on the back of that defeat, then we get the announcement you're the manager, you have a game postponed, you then go and draw a game, you've bettered that again, you've won this afternoon, next game Wednesday night, a rescheduled game versus Stamford. It's going to be a big game, isn't it? Yeah, it's a big game coming up again. Another team that's in the playoffs, and a team that's just up the road from us, and a team that beat us 2-0 at their place. So we're obviously going to be right up for the game. We want to make sure that they're coming to our backyard, and we need to make sure that we're ready for it. And I think we've got players in that changing room that can do us a real good job, an honest job on Wednesday night, and we know what Stamford have got. We know what they're capable of, and I think we can match that, if not better it. So we'll go in with our game plan into Wednesday's game, and it's the next one for us. So it's a big one, and it's here at Steel Park under the lights. Have you got to use some psychology there? Because that game on Boxing Day, Corby really didn't turn up. Stamford really weren't that good, but you know they actually took an awful lot from that, whereas the Corby lads walked away as if to say we shouldn't have lost that game. Yeah, I agree. We shouldn't have walked away and lost the game, but I think that's happened more often than not this season when we've had defeats. So there is that element of kind of, we need to, that's the bit I'm talking about with the mistakes, and the bit where we need to be better in that defensive zone, in that defensive area. I mean, it has got better, but it's still not quite good enough to where we should be at. And we're looking at the way that we go forward, the way that we're playing, and there's some real good stuff there. And if we can just sort out that defensive part of it, we've got a real good squad there. It is the pointy end of the season, 4 more games to play. They're going to be a tough 4 games. I'm going to miss 3 of them. I'm absolutely gutted. I'm not back until Peterborough Sports, but this is where
you've got to lay down your foundation, you've got to think of the pre-season, you've got to think about going forward into next season and where the club may be, whichever league they're going to actually be playing in.
Yeah, like we can't as a squad, you know, we can't worry about where we're going to be in league-wise. That's for something for myself and the club to be looking at, and then you go and you recruit off the back of that as well. So we as a club, we'll be looking at where we're going to be at and how we're going to be doing it. But as a team and managing the team, we're already looking at pre-season, and these boys, again, second half on Thursday night, done what was asked of them, get the ball in the right areas and played the kind of patterns and shape that we want to be doing. And today, again, I think we moved the ball well. They had three in the midfield, and I thought we bypassed them really well, where they tried to kind of bully in that middle of the park, where we got away from them, which was really pleasing. We got the ball into good areas, and we created a lot of chances today by using our pace and our kind of ball, that final ball into the area. But the bit of quality to get the goals was lacking until the second half. So all the stuff that we've been building up to is coming out, and I can see a lot of real good stuff coming, you know, and that's why when we do go one down, we just keep doing the same things and we keep playing the same way, and I think myself, even the fans and everybody involved knows that even if we're one down at half time, we've still got a real good chance of getting back in the game, because we keep doing the right things and eventually it's going to pay off.
Which is exactly what you've been saying all season.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know how many times it's happened, how many times that's happened where we've went one down and we've come back and won the game. But if we take out going one down and go and push on, then that's when you end up in the playoffs, that's when you end up challenging for the top of the leagues, and that's what we're aiming for next year.
Steve, great comments, thanks very much, and congratulations on the victory this afternoon.
Cheers, thank you.